to pay. But the $1 million man always gets his way.
Yeah. It's like the illest posse cut right here, man. Sean Watts on the track. Zeus, Don One, Rude Boy, Quill, The Gift, and yours truly, Fred Nuts. I'm 1 in a million with $1 million flow. Fred DiBiase got the power in it though. If it's a problem, let me know, or I suggest you let it go. Cause it ain't worth the problems that be knocking at your door, homie. Please don't make me hurt you. Disrespect the boss, ain't treated like Virgil. Cause when I write raps, it's beyond your price tag. He's a waste of man.
And welcome to the most stupendous WrestleMania prediction show of all time, y'all. WrestleMania weekend is here, and we got a jam-packed show for you today. Y'all know it. It's momentous. Y'all know it. It's epic. It's stupendous. It is a smorgasbord. That's right, people. Take your pick. Go up to the bar, get you some bacon, get you some turkey bacon, get you some sausage, get you some cantaloupe, get you some grapes, get some ice cream or some pizza. That's what kind of show we got today. It's a smorgasbord. And we're going to be joined by no other. Well, first, the particulars, people. Welcome to UPRE Around the Blocks with Mike Knox and the Z is Silent Wrestling Show. I am your host, Hey Yo, the best in the world. Baby, your tribal chief. That's right, I'm back. Hey man, Knox, and I spell my name with 3 X's because frankly, like all you other wrestling fans that don't understand what wrestling is about, and that's being a fan, oh, I am hardcore. And I am joined by my man, my right-hand man. He called himself all kind of AKAs, and you know what? Big Oos, tell him who you are.
What up, everybody? You know, it's your boy. It's your boy. I am the game. I'm not gonna do your boy. I'm not gonna do it to your boy right now today. I'm not gonna do it to your boy today. It's your boy, the almighty Dice Man, aka Mr. Z is Silent, aka I am always right, you are always wrong, and I will tell you and not give a damn what you think about it. Mr. aka Big Champ in the chat, Kith for those not in the know, aka Mr. I was here before you even started, aka Mr. Apprentice of Thanos, a.k.a. Yo mama's favorite daddy. Oh, I love it when you talk.
That's offensive.
Look at it. Look at it.
Mamas.
Now respect it.
I'm sorry. Should we pull out ours? Because Micah just texted me and said he's still just a gesture.
It doesn't matter. I wear it with pride.
And brother, you should. And absolutely. And join us back again today as this stupendous WrestleMania prediction show. And we will talk about our favorite Triple H moments. That's right. Judge me how you will. My number 4 wrestler of all time, Triple H. Okay. Is from the Wrestling Marks of Excellence. 1340 AM, 96.9 FM, Hopewell, Virginia. And my kicks is my fixed nephew, Corey. What's going on, nephew Corey?
What's going on, man? Good to be back, man. It's great to be here with you guys.
It is another day. WrestleMania is here. We're going to be joined by the executive consultant later. We're going to be joined by King Coley later, belt extraordinaire as well. Coley's Corner on Instagram and all that good stuff. And always in the chat holding us down is my man, King Von Jr. 720. Holding us down for the Ayatollahs and rock and rolls and the stars and icons and all that other quasar stuff. But listen, guys, today, like I said, WrestleMania is here. And I get it may not be what you want to go see. But you know what? I'm going to see it. 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 You're going to see it too, but differently than how I see it. But I'm going to see it. 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 Will I see it? Who knows? We got a lot to talk about today, including, like I said, my man, Triple H. And shout out to the chat room, always holding us down as well. My man, DC, checking in, holding it down as always. Congratulations to you. It's raining in Cali. You know what? I know that because a lot of my customers today called in from Cali, and it's raining. That's right, King Vaughn. WrestleMania season is here, and I'm going to your stadium with the Randall Cunningham Eagle Green, Kelly Eagle Green, that is, with the Jerome Brown patch on it. jersey to your
All
stadium.
right, you better be careful. Don't get your ass Chris rocked out there, motherfucker.
You see, there you go.
Listen,
I wanted to go a whole show
listen,
without doing
I
it.
couldn't resist.
No, don't.
I couldn't resist.
I did
I
it 6
couldn't
years ago, and I
resist.
dared anybody to come up to me. I dared them. I didn't care.
See, and he's been all over the world. This is new for me. So I told you already, just love me if you don't, because every star I see will either be me spitting on it. It's going to either be me. Some Terrell Owens all over the place. All right. So just love me. Just love me. What's going on, Vinny P.O. checking in? I wonder if you're on the road. Listen, because you've been listening from the road a lot. I appreciate that. Dennis checking in. Good evening, good gentlemen. One day now, a few to go. WrestleMania, baby. And listen, the worst part is what's going on, Charmaine? This work week is hard for me, Corey. How do you do this, man? Like, normally I've been at Disney the last few years. You know what I mean? It's like at Disney, I do what I want to do. You know what I mean? I just wanted to leave. I left. It was early. It's Disney. They love me. Right. This phone stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to walk out right now. You see, I'm looking scruffy. All right, my wife said, you're going to come more days, babe, if you go to the bar, if you go to the barbershop. And I'm like, well, babe, I'm on the barbershop every day when I do the radio show. Just that silly boy, you know what I'm saying? Tricks are for kids, the real barbershop. So, all right, here it is, guys. They are calling tonight, by the way, WrestleMania Raw. Let me just start off with this. I'm going to start with you, Corey.
Yeah.
We have Raw after Mania. Like, everything has the WrestleMania term in it now. Are they going too far with this, or they can do what they want? That's how I feel. It's their intellectual property.
No, it's smart marketing. I mean, for the casual person just tuning in, you tag WrestleMania to anything on it, they're like, oh, it's WrestleMania. I've had people come up and be like, oh, yeah, WrestleMania is coming to DC. I saw it's like, no, it's not. Yeah, and they're talking about the house show.
Yes, the house show was called like the WrestleMania tour.
I mean, just putting the WrestleMania name sells stuff. I think it's a genius thing to do. I don't think it's overkill at all. I mean, if you know business, what's your highest selling thing? It's WrestleMania. Why not tag as much as you can within the relevancy of around the area of the event?
I mean, every other wrestling promotion does.
Right? Yes, I mean, might as well do it.
Well, tonight's Monday Night Raw is being dubbed WrestleMania or WrestleMania Raw. Dice, your take on that? A lot of people out there are feeling some kind of way. I'm with Corey. I'm like, I think it's smart to continue to talk about it. It's big. It's supposed to be big. If it doesn't feel big, then it's not WrestleMania. This is why, to me, no other pay-per-view compares. No time of the year compares. Because this time of year, this close to it, like it, and different about it, you're talking about it. Dice, your take on the name?
It's neither here nor there. Why can every other sporting event or spectacular event have NBA Finals week, Super Bowl week, like March Madness week, Final Four week? Like, why can't wrestling be treated the same ilk? I mean, they're letting you know these are the final shows before WrestleMania, because maybe everybody's not, outside of wrestling fans, you're like, what WrestleMania is. You've heard of it. You've probably seen it on whatever main news channel because they're going to give it that exposure. But then it's like WrestleMania Raw. Okay, this is the Raw before WrestleMania. All right, maybe I need to see what's going to happen.
That makes me want to watch even more. I'm not lying to you. Like, I was like, it's like how they built the Raw after Mania. It makes that term with it, adding it to it, makes you say, all right, I got to watch this tonight. You know what I mean? So that's what I take from it. So we're going to see that tonight. So we're going to see them tonight, right? They're being advertised. So I don't know. Like, I'm because I don't think I know that SmackDown's finally going to have a show on Friday night. I get that. It's been like the first time in forever. I can't even go back how far. There's a live SmackDown, right? So I still don't see SmackDown being as big, being that close to Mania as Raw would be tonight, if that's safe to say. To me, SmackDown has been the better show the last few years. Obviously, the Tribal Chief is over there. Acknowledge him.
Yeah, I mean, here I'll go. Okay, yeah.
You got the Bloodline shirt on. Come on, throw it out.
Listen, I listen. I ain't gonna lie. The only reason why I got this shirt on, I got home from work. I meant to throw it in the bag to pack, and I was like, "Oh, let me just throw it on." Got to put clothes on, right? I had workout clothes on. I was ready to go work out, but no, I got on here and make sure that I support the fam. So you got my Bloodline shirt on, and now it is your one. There's your one.
There it is again. Got to put it up. Put them up where you can see them. So all of that stuff matters to me. And as we will be joined now, oh my God, look how this man comes in just shining. He up here with his, you wear it proud, Dice, because things might about to change. So wear it proudly. Because goddamn.
Talk to me, baby.
Oh my God, he's just so loud.
That's just one walk away. He gets one walk away per show. And he just used it.
He just used it. He just used it. So much gold behind me.
It's just shining,
you know what I'm saying?
You ain't have to do that shit. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to show me up. You could have just had one over your shoulder and blurred the rest of your shit just like everybody else. No. You already got too many jackets, too many shirts. You out here looking like a sculpted action figure with your videos on Instagram.
The Bane mask, right?
While I'm sitting up here eating burrito tacos and you just sitting up here doing chin-ups and shit. And now you out here and you come on our show with a plethora of belts, and I'm still sitting here with my one and only.
Hey, I'm glad you pulled that motherfucker out finally. Last time I was on here, you didn't have it on.
See? He said before you came, wear it proudly, so I don't get the...
Oh, was I supposed to wear a belt? I mean, I can do that.
No, I don't have one on.
Go ahead and pull one out the suitcase.
No,
you got one in your background. I see it.
Well, but you can't see what belt it is.
It's Big Goldie.
There you go. Look, I'll do something different.
I'll leave that alone.
Plates.
There you go.
Oh, man, you got plates.
Show them the plates. Big plates in the house. Say, I got more plates than you got belts. Just tell somebody that. You know what I'm saying? But, oh, God.
And then he
player.
All right.
There's your big Goldie. There's your big Goldie. Well, listen, guys, if y'all don't know, Instagram sensation, Mr. King Coley is here. All right, Title Tuesday is the hashtag. It's where you should be. If you're not, if you are, I just say it for him. If you got belts, you love belts, wear them. What's going on, Coley? Welcome to the program.
Talk to me, baby. How y'all doing today? How everybody doing today? People in TV land.
I'm doing just fine. Doing
We're
just
fine,
fine.
sir.
In the words of Randy God. We are climbing today the most stupendous WrestleMania prediction show
Ever.
all time.
Oh,
okay. So here we are, and welcome to the program. Also, the executive consultant of the consultants. There he is. Can you fix this and make this look bigger? I look small. None of us are small here. I
That's
think
what she
Mike
said.
might be the shortest.
That's what she said.
You set yourself up for that one.
No, I didn't even over my head. You know me, I'm old. things go flying away. But anywho, today, like I said, we're going to
You don't have a 5-man, bro. You're probably gonna have to use this.
Okay, no, I didn't care about that. I care about how the pictures in themselves were. The background was fine. Anywho, welcome back to the program. Yeah. Okay, two tears in the bucket. You know the rest, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. So here we go. I gotta say this, right? Because it just means that much to me, and I'm excited about this weekend. But leading into this weekend, we'll talk about that's what I had you guys on for. And in the midst of all that, we got the news of one of my top 5 of all time, Paul Levesque, Triple H getting, going into retirement. This is not a shoot. I don't think this is one of them things we will see where we've seen with others come back. Now, unless there's some kind of mess and it just pumps your heart up and fixes your heart, maybe then he will be back. But as of right now, he's retired from in-ring action. He has a defibrillator on his heart. I mean, for heaven's sakes. So, and amongst the negativity that came down from that, I don't even want to cross that line on this episode in the barbershop. I want to keep it in the family. And I know that anything and everything happens in the barbershop.
I mean, we can't talk straight in the barbershop. Then where can we talk straight? We can't talk straight nowhere else. You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Okay. I said okay. He's still talking. Is that how I am, Chris? When you trying to talk, I just keep going?
Exactly how
Actually, that's exactly how you are. You might be a little worse, to be honest. Just going on and on.
So we're going to talk about the top Triple H moments. All right, I just want to just give this man his flowers because, like I said, he means that much to me. He's up there with me, and there it is.
Are we doing top 5 Triple H moments?
Nope, just moments. It ain't a 5. It's just throwing them up, just throwing the moments up. We're gonna get you every single time, Mr. Bloodline, to throw them ones up. Oh, there go my guy, Boats and Hoes, checking in. Who's controlling the boat down? Anywho. So I want to get this man his flowers. I'm just gonna start it off. I got a couple. I'm just gonna throw him out there. We can talk about and move on because there's a lot of stuff in WrestleMania I want to get to. I just want to give him a little credit here. And I spoke a little bit offline with a couple people. Dice knows some of these, and I just want to pay respect to this. And we can talk about them at that moment. But for me, it's got to be the moment to me that made him who he is. I am the fucking game.
Yeah.
This interview with JR.
Yeah.
To me, this made me look at Trips in a whole different way. You know what I mean? And it also went with the attitude that we were gaining at that time in the Attitude Era. Also from that, one of my favorite moments of all time, we talked about this last night we did top 5 Triple H, we did top 5 WrestleMania entrances. I will always love this moment. This is to me the greatest entrance of all time in professional wrestling. I mean, just look at him, all that go. Look at the concubine. Sorry, y'all know I love that word. Y'all listened to us last night. Those are fans of Lords and Clark will understand.
Stop, Mike. I'm putting you on the spot right now. Name the 3. Who are the 3?
What do you mean, who are the 3? Are you really serious asking me that? That is Alexa Bliss. That is Sasha Banks, his favorite wrestler, and mine,
Absolutely.
Charlotte Flair.
All right.
It's the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Still hear him in the background.
Yeah, and they on punishment, and they still yelled it. Okay. They're on punishment, and they still yelled it. Okay. So we know.
Gosh.
I said it. We know. When I mentioned her name, I said Sasha Banks, your favorite. I gave you your props in there. I did that. Also, one of my favorite moments of all time from Triple H. I happen to just be there. And it's everybody knows we talk about this. Chris, here it is again. Is there a show we're gonna talk about WrestleMania, but I don't have to add this picture? The end of an era match. For me, again, I say it again, I've never been a Triple H guy. I've always respected. I respect wrestlers for who they are. I don't have to be a fan of them to respect them. I'm not a Stone Cold guy, but that's Austin. Hello, duh. Right? So that night, I cheered for Undertaker and Triple H. I was the guy cheering for both parties that night. Also, one of my favorite moments from Triple H, to me, doesn't get enough credit. It happened to be on the Evil episode. I have not watched the Evil episodes. I'm watching Stephanie McMahon's now. No, I'm on Flair's now. So I finished Stephanie McMahon's. And this was one of the moments. Oh, yeah, Vince. I do. Like this moment in time to me was just absolutely fantastic in wrestling history when it comes to this guy's career. Also, you can say over and over and over the formation of Evolution if you want to, but it was DX that changed professional wrestling along with the NWO, and it was DX that kept pushing the envelope. And this guy has been there at the forefront of it all, bringing them in, bringing them out. And I'm just going to stop right there. Just a few of my favorite Triple H moments. I'm going to start with you, Dice. Out of those moments that I picked, and I'll get to yours in a second. Speak on it.
Out of those moments, my favorite is it had to be the formation of DX.
All of them.
You look to your blood. That's what the man said. You look to your blood. You look to the click. Like, it was great. And then X-Pac goes off on Hulk Hogan. That's fucking magical. I fucking loved it. Like, I mean, he didn't flame him, but he just said he sucked. But I mean, at that point in time, he really wasn't doing anything.
I say that too, Vaughn. A lot of people think we're crazy for saying that, but I say that too. A lot of people think we're crazy for saying DX over NWO, but I walk alone. And that King Coley. I'm gonna let you bring in one of your own or one of the ones I mentioned so far.
Like you forgot one.
I forgot a lot.
I know. One of my favorite ones was his return from the quad injury. That big old pop when he came back, that was crazy. So he came back all hyped. Did he end up winning the Royal Rumble after that? Yeah, he did. Yeah. That was awesome right there. Then, like you said, you sit here and
led
talk
to
about
that moment.
You sit here and talked about the game promo. That's my favorite, one of my favorite promos of all time. Because like I said, it came from the heart. Because when she really did get punished for, and he the one that had to sit here and climb his way back up to the top. It was so much he got that off his back, and then like I said, it propelled him to the next level. So like those two right there. Then I can't forget about The Rock and him in the ladder match at SummerSlam.
Listen, that's I had that in my top 5 matches of his, and it's definitely in my moments as well. I'm one of the guys who think their rivalry is better than Triple H. I mean, better than Austin and Rock's. I know Austin and Rock's is bigger.
I agree with you with that. I 110% agree with you with that.
Yeah, I know it's everybody. I know other one's bigger from financial standpoint, but to me, that was better.
That's a way bigger and better. That's the best. That's a way better rivalry, and I feel you wholeheartedly on that one. But yeah, those my top Triple H moments right there, especially with DX. Okay, we can sit here and talk about that, this, that, and the third, but all that other stuff,
To answer that question, no. Because that was not Stone Cold's, was about his interest. Did not have to be elaborate. That's not him. Yeah. He needed to come out there and just be him. The biggest interest you will get from him is either that ATV or the glass breaking to symbolize, that's your ass. But no, you're not going to get elaborate interest.
I love the one from 10 when that glass broke and he walked through it. Was that 10 or 13? 13. Sorry, which I'm watching now. As a matter of fact, that match is actually going right now.
That was definitely not 10.
I know it wasn't 10. I made a mistake. It was the same design. All right, you always come for me. I ain't even called for you, and you still be coming for me.
I'm sitting here waiting patiently for my turn.
Well, you're gonna be last for that. Bloodline.
I was already last. Don't act like I wasn't. I can see it in your eyes, Mr. Knox. I was already last.
You deserve to be last right now. But if you're not first, you're last. So Corey, what you got, man? One of your moments, if not one of the ones I named.
3 quick ones. One was definitely Triple H winning his first championship, breaking JR's arm in the process that night. That was a big one for me.
That was good.
Yeah, and 2 other ones.
I love that one too.
As controversial as it is, were 2 segments. One was DX invading Nitro.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
That was a big thing. I mean, I know that was DX as a whole, but for Triple H, because one of the ones I was going to mention was the reformation of DX the night after Mania 14. But the other one, as controversial as it is, I remember watching it live and I laughed hysterically. The DX as a nation. I'm sorry. That's
Dyson's
now.
I know you took a thunder. That was his as well.
Yeah, that was a big one. And I mean, that was so funny because it went from DX versus the Nation. So they were kind of going back and forth, him dropping the European Championship to D-Lo and then him eventually getting Rock for the Intercontinental Championship.
Thank you so much, Sherman.
That segment took it over the top to where it was like, and the elaborate commentary from JR is like, oh, we know, Mark Henry's in Texas and Rock's in Florida. They're breaking their TVs. And like, it made it that they weren't there, but you kind of felt like, oh gosh, they're going to be in trouble now. And you could see that everything got heightened from then on, even when DX got barricaded with the forklift in the locker room. And the subtle intricacy of Shawn Michaels making the save for China, even though he has not been with DX anymore. So it was all those little intricacies, even with that kind of mixed in. That DX Nation feud from summer of '98 was actually pretty good on Raw.
It was. The thing with that is, and like you said when you mentioned it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cancel culture, you can't even show it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I look back, and this is those things where I say, as wrestling fans, and I'm just being honest, I've always been honest when it comes to this category.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling and all encompassing is racist, it's sexist, it's classless, it's sexist, it's everything.
Sacrilegious,
right? Yeah, it's comedy, and some comedy is subjective. I'm not gonna bring it up. Try to get me. I'm not gonna do it. All right. So, but when comedy is subjective, today I look at it and I go, okay, maybe I should have been mad. But I looked at it back then, and that was the funny thing I ever seen, especially Bismarck. Bismarck had me going.
Yeah, Mizark.
You got Twizzlers endorsement.
Jason Sensation as Owen. I think that was the kicker right there. So.
And Dice, you know what? I didn't get a chance to give you some of your moments. I actually comment on my moments, and I apologize for that. And then I switch it up. Some of your favorite, if not mine, one of yours. I know you took one.
Well, you know what? I chose to go with the less iconic and things when they come to Triple H. In my mind, funny moments, funny segments. Mike, I gave you, if you would please.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Never mind. See that? He's not even paying attention.
Listen, my thing don't go off, but I got you. Keep going. I got you.
So, first one, I got a question. Matter of fact, I have a problem.
Go ahead. I got an answer.
Aren't you supposed to be Jamaican?
Supposed to be Jamaican?
Went the wrong way.
So I thought that was hilarious. I kept watching it over and over as soon as he announced his retirement.
I can't take that.
And I was just like, you know what? Like that's a funny moment. And it's a funny moment because it got Kofi to turn the corner to actually being believable to just being from Ghana. But it was more so, the Raw versus SmackDown thing, and DX still being a staple on Raw. I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah, Hunter's comedic timing is unheralded for real.
Yeah, him and Shawn Michaels were gold in that segment.
Yes.
They were gold in that segment.
Yes. I bet you're gonna say it too. Go ahead.
I was gonna say one of my favorites from the Philly John when they did the DX Philly when they were older couple of DX and they had broken cock on his face and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that moment. There it is for you guys.
When Austin was the sheriff, that was also good with the little badge on it. He's just I'm thinking of all this stuff now. Go ahead. Sorry, Dice.
No, you're fine. The next one I have is one of the best segments from that I can think of when you're talking about two generational guys. And this
was a good one.
This is not Triple H. This is not CM Punk versus Triple H. This is Phil Brooks talking to Paul Levesque. This the era of the pipe bomb. This is great. This is gold because there was true animosity between them, but you could still see that Triple H was struggling to keep it professional. And I believe that all this is none of just them making it so believable, and you could tell that Triple H was really trying to keep it professional, but was still able to slide those personal tidbits in. I thought it was great. And lastly on the list is still one of my all-time favorite segments. If you don't know about this, when they give backhanded compliments to each other, and it just proves like maybe Rock is his best rivalry. Because you kind of forget they didn't really get to tear it up at Mania
like they could,
But when it came to SmackDown and Raw, they were all over the place. And
the off pay-per-views, not the main.
Yeah, I really wish we would have got that. I thought it was going to be a serious thing. If that would have been, I think that if Triple H was going to go one more time and Rock had two more in them, one would be Roman, the other would be Triple H, and they both go off in the sunset. So, those when I think Triple H,
I've had an innovative era once in a lifetime like 3 times already. So that stuff don't happen. And I didn't get your picture up, and there it is. That was funny, and I like that. Especially, I'm gonna tell you why I like this from you because you're not a biggest Punk fan. And at least you're not. I won't say that you're not. You get like me in the sense of if everybody starts jocking something, it'll annoy you. You know what I mean? And so. I know you got off the Punk train and all that, but that's one of your. I know that you always talk about that promo and executive consultant. If not one of mine, I'm quite sure you have your own because
I definitely have plenty of mine because I bring the noise.
Them.
They're loading, and my thing is this, right? I'm not just going to talk about Triple H in the later years because this man debuted in WWE in 1995, right? He's had 20 plus years of content. There's no possible way we can get through all of them in an span of 15 minutes. So I'm just going to talk about stuff that made him truly the game. This was one of them right here, but it didn't upload. So I'm glad somebody had it up there. When he...
Are you serious? I just put that up.
No, I had it in mind. God, I wanted it, but it didn't download properly.
That's smart shit.
When Triple H became McMahon-Helmsley era because Stephanie McMahon turned heel and joined him, making the true wife, that was the moment he escalated of being heeldom. Whatever words you want to use, he became that man when he got with Stephanie McMahon. Right. Even though I thought the era was boring as shit until Vince came back. I couldn't stand the shit. But everybody else, they could not stand him. He drew heat like nobody could before Vince McMahon. So it was unbelievable. Right. Shout out to him. Him retiring Mick Foley by himself.
I mentioned that.
You did. I got to give you credit for WrestleMania 28. I will always say Mike knows why this is here. This is why it's going to be mentioned. Oh, this was the picture I wanted to.
I had that one too.
That was cool. This is an underrated one.
No.
What people don't understand about this Fatal 4-Way match was the fact that he won and he was the first heel to end WrestleMania with the victory. and I can't really remember when off the top of my head.
I like how y'all doing
so
that
this
stuff.
shows you the amount of trust Vince McMahon had in him.
Yes.
2-man power trip.
2-man power trip.
2-man power trip. Exactly.
I don't know if you added that, but I had it up there, so I want to throw it in there.
I mentioned this. This is from his match with Stone Cold Steve Austin, where he came away as looking at somebody who is really a tough SOB, because you went toe to toe with Stone Cold in no holds bar match, and Mick Foley in the Hell in a Cell, and most other things. He became so much better. And my last one, I used to say, why is everything so in his early career? Let me pick something recent, something I'm sure he's very, very proud of.
Yeah.
And that is the SmackDown where NXT had to invade because everybody was stuck in Saudi Arabia. But I know the adulation on his face was 100% real, not just acting, because he felt like his brand has definitely arrived before they said, no, not for you.
There is nothing, and Mike means nothing overrated about the pipe bomb.
I agree.
There is nothing overrated about it. Absolutely nothing.
I don't particularly care for CM Punk.
The original pipe bomb, because we're not going to act like everything else after that was going good.
Oh,
like,
I mean,
the pipe bomb was great, and then Phil Brooks versus Paul Levesque, and then even the Kevin Nash click. Oh,
I love the click.
It was great. But let's not act like every time he touched the mic, it was golden, because you had some pretty boring segments sometimes. So that's all I'm going to say.
He drags his stuff out sometimes because he wants to act like he has to do that pipe bomb, and his little legions of fans want to see him do a pipe bomb. But he can't do it every single week.
And another one I want to add in there for me, because I like how you brought it current, and I had a current one. And it was this. We talked about this being one of my favorite.
Yes!
I don't care what anybody say. Matter of fact, Dice, this is the first, not the first time, but this night, and my kids was all in here. Because we watch wrestling in my house on the Xbox and my kids in the background. And my kids would keep a house lit for wrestling. I'm telling you that right now. I always miss them when I'm at WrestleMania. And they're not there with me because they keep it fun for me. And I mean, they keep it innocent for me. And this night, it was just so exciting at Payback. I just couldn't get over it, but I just wanted to bring that up there again. That one of my favorite. It's the yesteryear versus the new year. It's everything. And I tell you guys right here, right now, Moxie will be back in WWE one day. It's too much money involved in it.
He's coming back.
Yeah, they're mentioning his name now lately and all that kind of stuff. That's not mine. That's Chrissy mentioned that last night. But I want to get into tonight, and that is what?
Can I?
You raise your hand. Go ahead. You like me?
We talking about people gonna be back. My guy, the ultimate mathematician, your mathematician's favorite mathematician is going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Big Papa
okay.
Pump's
Well, technically, Big Papa Pump's not going to Hall of Fame. Big Papa Pump's not going to Hall of Fame. My third favorite tag team of all time.
I just saw Scott Steiner 2
weeks
ago. Scott Steiner 2 weeks ago. And he did not look like he was in good health.
Yeah.
But he made a event at the show against, of all people, Jerry the King Lawler.
Jerry Lawler.
Right. Yeah. They put on a good match, but when I just saw him in the back, because he came right past me and stuff like that, when I saw him in the back, he looked like a broken down man. I felt bad for him. Jerry Lawler looked healthy, though.
I agree with that, Tyshawn. They are the ultimate heel and face. They are the faces of heel and face in the WWE. I would agree with that. Mm-hmm. Evolution versus shit was incredible.
I really wasn't a fan of that.
There's always a plan B. I love that as well.
I didn't want to put that in there because that wasn't more so a Triple H moment. It was more of a Seth Rollins moment. So I didn't want to slide that in.
But he's supposed to be the orchestrator behind it.
And I forgot to mention.
But I agree with you as well.
The thumbs down.
Well, that's actually what he said he wanted to add. The thumbs up, thumbs down. Both. He did like.
And then I missed Daniel Bryan defeating Triple H at WrestleMania to go through. So that was more so a moment for professional wrestling.
He knows how to. His moments sometimes is him putting people over at WrestleMania. So when you mentioned Daniel Bryan, that's one. Ronda Rousey, in my opinion, he put over, which is unbelievable. How you going to put over Ronda Rousey? But his match with Ronda Rousey, when Ronda Rousey rolled through and picked him up like he was not 260 some odd pounds, right, was amazing. Him doing a little rub, as what Mike Knox says, the concubines, is putting them over. He puts people over, even though
I will always remember him for that.
He's put himself over.
I forgot one when we could go on, but Triple H. But I forgot about when he turned on Shawn Michaels and they did the surveillance film and they zoomed in on him.
You damn right it was me.
Yes. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was huge. You damn right it was me.
Because that shocked me for some reason. I have no idea why.
I don't know who said it, but I think he is I think Mike Grant, Grand Body P said it. Ultimate Hill, I think it's Triple H in the WWE.
I think that's a top 5 for another
That was in
time
Baltimore.
because I'm pretty sure if you could think about it, you might have some people close to him. But right now, off the top of your head,
Well,
and you have to ask, is Vince McMahon a contender for that?
Is he the greatest heel? Is he the
Probably,
greatest heel?
I think no, honestly, the greatest. I didn't say greatest heel in wrestling. I said WWE. All right, the greatest heel in wrestling of all time will always be Hollywood Hogan. Okay,
arguable.
I don't think it's arguable. The face of professional wrestling says, "Stick it, brother." He's the, and I hate. You know how I feel about
Vince McMahon said Brett screwed Brett, and his thing. Was,
Yeah.
That's ever since that, people want to see. When he said, Hogan. "Screw you, Austin, you're fired." I remember.
I forgot
that whole week
at
lunchtime in high school. That whole week. While you were over there doing your thing, you said you were doing, Mike. I was in high school, and that whole week, that's all we talked about every single day. He fired Austin.
We're gonna move on, guys, because I want to talk about WrestleMania. It is this weekend. Some of us will be there. Others will be at home watching it and getting to watch my favorite team destroy my mortal enemy as North Carolina will beat Duke in the Final Four. And yes, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually kind of torn between actually going to Mania and watching that damn Final Four.
No, you're not. Stop it. No,
I on my mama. I am torn because I said to you this: the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, the Cubs winning the World Series. Next to those two moments for me, and yes, over Michael Jordan's Bulls because they were supposed to win, was us beating them and Duke in his last home game. Absolutely. So if I can beat him again in the Final Four to stop him from getting a championship, it even beats that. Okay, that's just how I feel. I'm actually torn. But
that's big cap, Kurt. That's big cap. He lying. First
of all, you don't even like the word cap. That means in my days you're shooting somebody. Okay, that's what capping means.
Anyway, so I feel you on that.
All right, I'm being honest. You feel me, Coley?
Yeah, it ain't even all that great. I'll miss it too.
You stupid. Oh, we gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it, y'all. Y'all know the card. It is going down. WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday. And I say this much because Coley just kind of said it, and I think it does add to it for me. Me going adds to my excitement.
Exactly, of course. Like going to a baseball game, of course.
Oh, that's just bad about baseball. But we're going to get what they're calling, right, the biggest WrestleMania match of all time, winner takes all, which, A, I'm not even in favor of them having. I wouldn't be mad if it ended in a no contest. So let's just start from the top. Everybody always goes backwards. Go from the bottom to the top. Now we're going to start from the god darn top. All right, now that's cap. See, that's what capping is when you say one thing and you're actually lying. Wasn't lying about Duke, North Carolina, but I was lying about that. So we're going to start with the things that I really don't actually give two damns about, and that's going to be this one right here. We got it. Now, with all due respect towards Happy Corbin, I said this before, I don't think Corbin does anything bad. I just don't. Every job they've given him, he does the best with what he got. I actually like Matt
bigger than what he is.
You're right. I'm just tired of this rivalry. I'm just tired of this, right? And itself. However, I don't know what's going on with McIntyre lately. I don't know. It's the weirdo in me. I'm starting to actually dig the vibe the last 3 weeks. Not gonna lie. It's okay. I'm talking about who puts Barry Windham in his top 10. Okay. Don't judge me. Okay. So, winner of this match, I'm going to start with you, King Coley. Matt Cat Moss in the corner of Happy Corbin versus, the dick he swings around and Drew McIntyre.
Hey, I'm for sure going with Drew McIntyre. But the fact is, I wouldn't be mad if Corbin had an upset. Like you said, he don't miss on what he do. I like what he does. I have never been not a fan of Corbin. Like, he showed his range when he was poor Corbin. Then, like I said, it's Happy Corbin. I was like, I'm still behind it. And it need to give more credit to the end of days because nobody kicks out of the end of days, and nobody has ever. They need to put a spotlight on that. Nobody has ever kicked out of the end of days, and he the last person to pin Roman Reigns, and they never say that either.
No, they don't.
I forgot about with Chief Roman Reigns though.
Yeah, but I'm going with Drew McIntyre though.
I got it. I tell you right now, anybody has anything other than Drew, speak. That's how you go through a prediction show. Anybody got some? Who's actually picking Happy Corbin? All right, moving on. Everybody got Drew. Putting them down. Big D's in the chat. All right, now moving on from that.
Oh,
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I meant I was writing D's down as Drew McIntyre. That's what I was writing down. And as I kept writing D, that's what I was in front of it. I don't even think that kind of stuff. Like, no, you know what they say? I used to say no bro back and stuff all the time. I don't even, that stuff even come in my mind. No homo. I don't know none of that means. I'm heterosexual. I'm married with a wife and kids. Do you? So moving on.
That's the excuse. Okay.
No, I'm serious. I don't even see myself even knowing what I'm doing.
Hey, it's okay.
Whatever.
They're about to pass the don't say gay law.
Don't have me tell you what I call the channel that we all watch the premium previews on.
Listen,
Don't make me use my other walk
or pause.
that I got complimented
anything. So yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about this big thing. Dice wanted to talk about it. Does Cody Rhodes show up at Mania, or do we see Cody Rhodes tonight on WrestleMania Raw? I personally think you wait to Mania because it becomes a bigger pop. And is it really a big secret? I think the worst kept secret was CM Punk coming back, right? Right? Some would say, but I say this. We know he's signed. We think. Right? WWE still have, I ain't seen no tweet from WWE or WWE on Fox and other good stuff. So we think he's there, but does he show up? I'm gonna start with you. My kicks is my fix.
Mm-hmm. He's shown up. Not a doubt in my mind. He'll fight Seth Rollins. They'll have a good match. Cody will go over, and that's
tonight or at Mania.
No, not tonight. It has to be at WrestleMania at this point. You've gotten this far. There's no point in having him show up. Dumb business move if he shows up tonight. Honestly,
I would thought, and we'll talk about it later. This would open up the first night. Will this be if it's waiting on Mania? Will that be saying the show's not going to start without me?
No. First of all, I know you'll get to it, but Bianca and Becky are opening up WrestleMania, and Cody will be on Sunday night. Now that they've moved Ed, is Edge and AJ Sunday or Saturday? It's Saturday.
They keep flip-flopping it.
They do keep flip right now. It says Sunday, and that's when I got from the day off the website.
Sunday. I think you're right. It's Sunday. So then Seth and Cody will be Saturday then. So, yeah, I mean, Cody is definitely – you've gotten this – if Cody was going to show up, it was either going to be in Jacksonville or Chicago. He hasn't shown up by now. There's no point in having.
And I thought so too. Why not both of the quote unquote hotbeds for AEW, which would have been Jacksonville or Chicago? So that's also why I say you hold it off until Sunday. The Z is silent, which he's never is. Dice, your take on that? Your boy, well, actually, my guy, Cody Rhodes. Does he show up Saturday or does he show up tonight on WrestleMania Raw? Shoot.
I'm going to hold out hope that he shows tonight. Reason why, there is a YouTube clip circulating that Seth and Vince are having a sit-down conversation in Vince's office, and Vince is going to hand pick his opponent. So maybe we get Cody closing out the show. That will be fine with me because, I mean, as a business, I want to bring as many eyes as possible to WWE. Especially this weekend, you want to steal the spotlight from the March Madness. So, if Cody Rhodes is the talk of the town right now, then I want to promote him being there, and I bring him on tonight. I mean, with the rumor of Bobby Lashley returning, Bobby's cool, but Bobby's already there.
I think Bobby's bigger than Lashley coming back. I mean, I think I said Bobby bigger than Lashley. I think Bobby Lashley coming back tonight would be bigger than Cody coming back tonight and holding Cody off.
I don't think so because Bobby's been there. Cody hasn't. Cody was
he started a whole other
company. I can't agree with that one, Mike.
Well,
Cody started a whole other company. It's in his blood. So
it's in his blood.
That's
But yeah, so I do to answer your question. I do think it's warranted to give Cody all this hype. Absolutely,
it is. It is. It is. He's the literal face of the competition up until he left. So it's warranted. He's a big deal now. He is. I mean,
maybe he comes back and gets a Drew McIntyre push. Drew did his thing. He left. He did his thing on the Indies. Did it in Impact, and he bulked up. He improved on his character. He improved on his talking, and he comes back and he's with Dolph Ziggler, one of the best veterans that you would ever want to be around, and then he improves even more. and now he's a main eventer. So,
executive consultant, does Cody Rhodes tonight, Sunday, Monday, Saturday, Friday? When do we get Cody? Do we get Cody?
I think for the most part, Z hit the nail right on the head. The thing is, as much as I understand that will probably be a bigger WrestleMania moment to have Cody Rhodes appear this weekend, I think if you want to get as many tickets, remember we're at AT&T Stadium. I don't know how the setup's going to be, but if they go by last time setup, they're going to try to have 100,000 people there Saturday, 100,000 people there on Sunday. If you want to get as many people buying tickets, you need to have as many people knowing who's going to be there that can sell tickets as possible. And whether we agree with it or not, Cody Rhodes showing up to fight Seth Rollins will sell some seats. So you might want to start teasing it now. Even if you don't have the actual man on, tell everybody it's going to be Cody Rhodes. He's going to show up or give a really, really obvious hint that is going to be Cody Rhodes.
I'm okay with the obvious hint.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're going to have somebody there, and you might want to be ready because he's going to be elite or some shit like that. Just have a real obvious thing so you know it's going to be Cody Rhodes. So people, including these AEW ham and acres, be like, I want to get a ticket for that. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to be there because I booed Cody Rhodes out of WWE, and now I'm going to be the hypocrite that I am, and I'm going to buy a ticket to watch him in WWE.
Well,
that's what I do. So in my opinion, though, I think Cody Rhodes shows up tonight. I think if you want to have a spectacular Raw before Mania, which they have not had a spectacular Raw before Mania in years.
In a while.
And they're trying this. If you look at the card tonight, they got the Tribal Chief on there. They got the WWE Raw champion on there who hasn't been on WWE Raw in 3 or 4 weeks. So he's been all on SmackDown, right? So if you really want to do it, go ahead and put Cody Rhodes on there. That's what I would do as a promoter and as a businessman. And Vince, he's
all those things.
Right? So I'm just saying, I think.
Again, I just like the part you said because I never understood why AEW fans booed him. When you were there and just screaming at those guys, like, what is wrong with that? There is none of this without this guy.
Not AEW,
none of it.
Especially the way they are right now without Cody Rhodes. There is nobody. No, you take anybody out except for Tony Khan's bank account. Nobody is responsible for AEW the way it is right now except for Cody Rhodes. And y'all booed the man, but y'all want to sit here and boo the man, and he's the reason y'all have all y'all little indie flips. So get the fuck out of my face. They piss me off for that shit.
And then we got the match. Listen, I'm not going to say I'm mad to see this. Because I'm ecstatic that it's not for the Intercontinental Championship. So that made it cool for me.
That didn't make sense to me.
Like,
yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Well, no,
I'll explain why.
Well, explain. Well, I don't want no guy like this in a title match. I think that makes it easier for me to watch and easier for me to get with it. And I like the storyline thus far. It shows you again how everybody who thinks Sami Zayn is nothing don't know professional wrestling. Sami Zayn does everything good. Everything. He can wrestle, he can sell, he can act, he's funny, he can be a villain. He walks around like a Protestant Jew with the camouflage on. Like everything about this man, I am a fan of. Always have, always will be. And now, don't get me wrong, I don't like Johnny Knoxville at all. Not one bit do I like Johnny Knoxville. Never liked Jackass, never have. But I understand WrestleMania has stars on the program. So that's the star you're getting. In this match, I'm picking Sami Zayn to lose. And Johnny Knoxville gets the pin. And it makes me sick to say it, but that's how I going. Nick's fan over there who loses to my Bulls tonight. What's your take on that? So you're making those funny faces over there looking like Pusha T.
This is nothing to talk about. Of course the celebrity's going to win. Like, come on, man. Seriously, you literally spent 90 seconds bigging up Sami freaking Zayn.
Yeah, I did. You know why?
Really, nigga?
You know why? First of all, we don't use nothing. Watch your mouth. Second of all,
really?
Absolutely, really.
Why?
Because Sami Zayn deserves it. And some people aren't even on the WrestleMania card at all. Some people who are mad that are on the card couldn't pull this off, and Sami Zayn could. That's why I big up Sami Zayn. He does not get no credit and no respect. So you're picking.
Doesn't deserve it.
Well, anywho, my picks is my picks. Who you got in this match?
Oh, I mean, I don't think if I'm thinking back on my history correctly, I don't think a celebrity has ever lost at WrestleMania.
I was going to ask you that question because I wouldn't.
And it's not going to happen now. So Yeah, no, of course Johnny Knoxville was with the help of the cast of Jackass, I think.
With the help, exactly. They're all going to come out there, and somebody's going to put their balls in his face. All right.
Sadly, I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
King Coley, Title Tuesday is tomorrow. Who you got winning this match?
Man, I sit here and say, like you said, Sammy is not getting the credit that he's deserved with this match. He's been putting it over. He's making it like must see. He's bringing a lot of attention to it. Him and KO is doing their thing. I know we're gonna talk about KO later on, but the fact is, I gotta sit here and say that Sammy gonna be counting the lights, unfortunately. But I bet it's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good match, though.
It's sad. Executive consultant.
First of all, Z, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. You have these little moments where you make a lot of sense, and you have some of these moments where I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So, Sami Zayn is arguably one of the best in the world overall. Like, everything Mike said is completely true. The man can go on the ring. The man can go on the mic. I'm going to sit here and I say I'm a
Don't you get up.
And the reason how come it's true. No, don't run away. And the reason how come I say that shit is true is because when I look at WWE, yes, they do. They have faults. Yes, they do. But they also have, if you look over the last year, so many great heels. You got a Roman Reigns. You got a Seth Rollins, who's now somewhat of a babyface, but you have a Seth Rollins, and you have a Sami Zayn. He is so good at making that crowd hate him. Shout out to Happy Corbin, too.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me right now? You can't be serious.
I'm very
As
serious.
the executive consultant, I think that you should consult the other side of your brain and what the hell you just said.
Instead of consulting the other side of my brain, I'm consulting the other side of the screen to let you know you're wrong, and I'm telling you the facts of why you're wrong. The man puts on great matches, and nobody else could have put on a good match because I guarantee their match is going to be great. They're going to have so much shit around that ring. They're going to have so much shit you probably have never seen before. In that, I am not that much of an AEW hater. I just call it like it is. I hate the AEW fans. All right, they want to fight me. All right, this man can attest to it. They want to fight me, and you can bring it. I don't care. All right, Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville are going to have so much weird ass shit in that thing. It will be so entertaining. And Kicks, you are absolutely right. No celebrity has lost at WrestleMania. Only thing I'll say is stay tuned because you're going to see one, but it won't be in this match.
Okay, all right. So with that being said, well. Stick with the celebrity theme, shall we? We got Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero's son. That's right. I said it, Vicky. Don't you get mad at me, girl. You know I love you. Yes, Eddie's son. You did it. Okay. So taking on Logan Paul or Jake Paul, I don't know their damn names. That's always one of them Paul brothers.
Logan Paul. Logan Paul.
Prediction show. It's Logan Paul.
I know it's Logan. I can't stand them, Corey.
And that's why he's on it.
Stand him.
That is why he's on it. That's why he's on it, and that's why he's on the heel tag team.
I just want Mrs. Glasses. I'm not going from them. Them shades is fire. All right,
Miz always wears fire outfits.
He does. It's the Miz, and he's awesome. I'm going to say a celebrity's going to lose.
There we go. That's exactly.
I'm going to say a celebrity's going to lose.
Because
this whole thing has been built for this video game and that little boy next to him. Okay? They have been building and building and building everything for him. And what makes him a bigger star? He pins Logan Paul. I mean, Logan Paul pays other people to take dives. He's going to get paid to take one himself. Because we all know Floyd knocked his ass out. I saw him hold him up. Okay, so there it is. Your first celebrity will be losing will be The Miz and Logan Paul. King Kobe, you can go after me.
I sit here and I said it. Like, this is going to be the chance that they lose. Miz hasn't won a match in forever. It seems like.
I ain't even pay attention to that.
Like the Miz don't win. So
he did beat Dominic the night after Elimination Chamber. Yeah, the Raw Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, he beat Dominic on some technicality. Like you said here, guy get cheated. But okay, a win is a win. I get it. But the fact is, like, he hasn't won. And Logan Paul, Jake Paul, whatever the hell his name is,
Logan.
Oh my God,
he's not about to add shit to it. It's like he's not going to do anything to convince me otherwise that he's going to win. So it's like, all right, take it away. Dominic and Ray, good showing, but Dominic and Ray going to win.
Corey,
cool. I'll be that guy. I'll be different. I think Logan Paul and Miz are winning. I really do. Something about it just feels like something's going to happen with Ray and Dominic. Not necessarily a turn or anything, but something where one costs the other. Or
I've been waiting on it though. I've been waiting on Eddie's son to lie and cheat and steal, and going with Logan Paul would definitely help that much out even more.
I feel like Miz will get the pin on. I think Miz will get the pin, not Logan Paul. Logan Paul will assist, but I think I could be totally wrong. I just, for the sake of argument, I'm gonna go Miz and Logan Paul just so we aren't all on the same. Because I'm pretty sure everybody else is probably picking Ray and Dominic, right?
Well, so far, I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if you win, because the fact is that I think Dominic is going NXT, and I think like this would be a good departed thing for him to go down there. They win and he go back down there, and Ray get his old ass out of here. But
I mean, it just feels like Miz getting a cheap win at WrestleMania to further gloat, along with Logan Paul, just feels right for some reason. It does.
Well, we're going to see this executive consultant. Who you got in this one?
Kingston is absolutely right as far as the Logan Paul and Miz taking the W over Ray and Dominic, who's going to have some kind of dissension, and that's going to lead to them losing because it's going to be a misstep, and then it's going to be like, Ray, Ray's going to say, Dominic, what you doing? Dominic's like, I'm sick of shit, Dad. Because this was the shit that was supposed to happen at WrestleMania before they signed off on what they wanted this match to be with Logan Paul. And the reason
I thought it was going, and then it switched.
Correct. Right. They switched it because they could secure Logan Paul into this match, and they needed Miz to have something too because they want to reward Miz. Miz is one of the most loyal guys, and he knows how to handle celebrities. Logan Paul, who I have so much respect for. I know everybody else hates him. I have so much respect for Logan. Why? He comes in, he says, I'm a heel, I'm going to take these boos, and I'm going to take a few chops and shots and stunners and stuff, and he does it.
See, you're looking at him as a wrestler. I'm not looking at him as a wrestler. What he's doing so far.
I told you my main issue with celebrities. My main issue with celebrities is that they bring these scrawny ass celebrities in. Shout out to Johnny Knoxville, and they beat up established wrestlers. And I think it's a travesty. Old as hell. I don't like it. I respect out of all celebrities Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller came out there. He got a Jeff Jarrett's face. He took a guitar shot, and that was it. And I appreciated that. He don't
like
have
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, I respect Bad Bunny because he went out there. He took his lumps. Yeah. He still won, but he took his lumps. You take your lumps, I'm fine. Shout out to
that's funny y'all mentioned that with Bad Bunny because I think this is their comeuppance for Miz.
Correct.
From Bad.
Here. Correct. That match stole the show. That match stole the show last year. That match stole the show last year, and people don't know the person who created that match, and I mean, did all that was the Miz. You can see his hands was all over that damn match, and it will be his hands all over this match too, along with Rey Mysterio because Rey Mysterio is the vet, of course. But Miz is going to be the one because he's going to be protecting celebrity. It was a perfect way to do this. Miz deserves a reward, but so does Rey and Dominic. So I'm picking Rey and Dominic.
all that.
I love it.
The Z is silent. Who you got?
I feel like Ray and Dominic take a lot of L's. So does Miz, yeah. But I feel like Ray and Dominic take a lot of L's. Let's give them a W.
Don't retract now.
Let's give them a W. They need a W. They need a W.
I mean, do we really care?
I care.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who wins this match. It's big sleeper fest in the chat for me. So I'm gonna go with.
You have no me and no of my kids with you. When my kids are going to Xbox and talk wrestling with you, why?
It's going to have that. They're going to have to get me excited about this shit because this is not. This is not.
Y'all want to talk to Uncle Dice while Dad's gone?
Hey, it's for sure a bathroom break match for sure.
Well, you know what? Definitely not working for me. I don't know. I mean, if I have to, if
this
you
is
put
a bathroom match.
That's the bathroom break match.
Yeah, that's the bathroom break match. This one is not. And Vicky has something to say.
So I can't get my answer off because she want to get a cheap pop.
With Mike Knox and the crew.
Yeah. Cheap pop, but it's not. I didn't pay for that.
I didn't even think you would play that.
First of all, you didn't even have hold on, executive consultant. No. He said, and I quote, I don't care. So you don't get to speak anymore about the match. You cut yourself off.
Normally I would support you, Z, when he says comments like that, but I actually agree with him on this one. This guy always wants you to read his comment. I feel like if he was in front of me, he would slap me like my name is Chris Rock. Because I don't read these comments. So go ahead and read it. My prediction is Legato shows up and helps Ray and Dominic. This is why I don't want to read your comment. Legato Del Fantasma is not going to show up at WrestleMania. He's happy he's going to stand and deliver. Okay, he's happy to stand and deliver. Okay, he's not.
Oh God! Oh boy!
Let's go to the next match. We got a lot of matches.
All right, and I'm gonna go with Dice leading off this one. It is.
He don't care. He don't care.
It is the. Y'all know how I felt about the interview. He was my wife. Who don't even know who he was. Said, and I quote, "Baby, who is he a fan?" I said, "That's how he's acting." And I'm sorry, I'm a journalist. I know that people get on here as fans, they story stuff. I consider myself a journalist. Why? Because I have a damn degree that tells me that I am. Okay. So therefore, I'm gonna ride that itch till the wheels fall off. So anyway, I love Pat McAfee outside that interview. I'm actually been a big fan of Pat McAfee. What he did in NXT was amazing. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I don't know who said this a couple weeks ago, and I don't normally say stuff like this, but Austin Theory does have future written on him. Like just future star just written on him. Okay, so to me, this match might steal the show the way you said Bad Bunny them stole it last year. This really might, if he could do anything what they did in NXT with this match.
I'm looking at Theory.
I'm sorry. I was
Theory look like a creep in that picture.
He does like a creep in that picture, but look at him. Looking like a bad.
Well, he has allegations against him, so I'd rather not to go.
Oh wow,
boy, really? Like a fake ass Ricky Starks. Get him the fuck out of here.
First of all, Ricky Starks look like a fake ass Rock. He don't look like no fake ass Rock. Okay, real boy Ricky Starks, who I like, by the way, is a fake ass looking Rock. That's why I didn't like him at first, because all he was missing was the fanny pack. But other than that, he's an awesome star. I like him though. Ricky Starks is the beast. But anywho, who you got in this match, Dice? You want to see him again, Psycho?
Come on, man.
No, I don't. I want to say I don't think Pat McAfee has won a match that he's been involved with. Somebody correct me if I'm okay. I didn't think so. So I think he finally gets one, but I don't think that I don't think it's going to be clean. But I think he finally does get some sort of revenge on Austin, because Austin's been punking him the fuck out for like 3 weeks now. So I for his sake as a character and a commentator, usually they kind of do get the last laugh.
Sorry, what?
Who?
Chad Gaspar.
Chad Gaspar.
Yeah, that's what threw me off. I was like,
you couldn't tell that's what that meant though.
You know why? Because I write shit wrong all the time, and all y'all probably have seen that in your thing. So my excuse be
I'm going with
you
Pat.
Probably writing something wrong now.
Pat has the steam. His YouTube channel is going up.
Exactly.
Obviously, Vince wouldn't engage with him if he didn't see big opportunity with it. Got more eyes on it, which means it got more eyes on WWE. So therefore, I think that Vince is going to roll with the obvious moneymaker, and that's Pat McAfee, because you don't want him still promoting your business while he has this show getting big numbers on YouTube, and then he freaking loses. Nobody wants to watch that. So I'm going with Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Who you got in this one, executive consultant?
When I try to do this, I want predictions. I try to say, what would I do as a booker? Even though sometimes it's going to be wrong, but what would I do as a booker? Who benefits more from the W? And every time I look at this, and let's put the picture up again so we can, fool up Coley.
Okay,
let's put the picture up. There we go.
Scare him out again.
So, who would benefit more from that? Every single box is checked. It's Austin Theory. Mm-hmm. Like Pat McAfee doesn't need the victory. I'm sorry. Austin Theory is supposed to be dubbed as somebody they want for the future. We have to start taking him seriously. A lot of people still don't take this man seriously. Now, he is talented. He has a good look, but because of the Vince McMahon thing, and he looked like a little boy at times, people don't take him seriously. A win over Pat McAfee after a stellar match would make people start put more eyes on him. Where Pat McAfee, he's just going to go back to the commentary table. He can sit there and whine and cry about his losing and call him all types of punks and bitches all he wants behind the commentary table. Whereas he wins, it's not going anywhere for him. It doesn't do anything for him. So by logic and what I would pick Austin Theory. Who I'm going to pick, I would pick Austin Theory.
Okay. Corey, who you got in this one?
Yeah. Everything that the executive consultant said was absolutely on point. McAfee doesn't need the win. He really doesn't. At this point, like you say, he's going back to the commentary table. And I liken that to when Michael Cole beat Jerry the King Lawler. Because Lawler did not need – he was Jerry Lawler. He was already good. Didn't matter that he didn't have a WrestleMania win. I mean, they still gave it to Michael Cole because at the end of the day, the sustainability of always having that WrestleMania win over Jerry the King Lawler was much better than Jerry Lawler having his WrestleMania win in his career. It was much easier than that. Austin Theory is not going to win this match, though. only because Pat McAfee has not gotten a win yet in the company. And because he's going back to the commentary table, they're going to be like, all right, we'll have plenty of time with Austin. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to give McAfee
you're going to
his
put
W.
down Austin Theory, the fans will say. He's going to
No,
hurt his
the only reason why I say
growth.
it won't, and it was brought up earlier, was that McAfee's show it does so well on YouTube. I mean, there's nowhere else that Aaron Rodgers is willingly going to except there.
Yeah.
And even though it's a completely different sport and everything, I think that's a big deal. The eyes that watch Pat McAfee's show, that alone, especially with everything that is going on with the NFL this offseason alone, I think McAfee's winning that.
Yeah.
And Vaughn, I'm not playing that comment of yours.
Hey,
hey, who you got in this one, Coley?
Man, if y'all sit here and been following my story for the last few weeks, and I've been saying it and I say it again, Pat McAfee is the best thing in sports entertainment right now. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He's entertaining, putting over people. He said like his promos has been badass to this lead up. It's been fucking awesome. I got Pat McAfee for the win. Austin Theory showed big promises that a future heel in this company though. He's 25, 24.
He can't talk though.
He can sit here like he got a little time to develop that. Theory got some time to develop all that.
He's not the worst thing on the microphone. His time going back to NXT after his initial main event run, which was awful, did him a lot of good working with Johnny Gargano. I can see the maturation in him. So I can't say he's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, he still got room to develop though. He got still room to develop, but I feel he's gonna count the lights, even if it is in a cheating effort. It's not gonna be a clean win. It still have Theory look good going forward, but Pat McAfee for the win, the best sports entertainer in WWE right now for the win, and possibly could steal his show.
I think Pat also wins this match as well. That's my opinion. We're gonna take a break right here, guys. Come back and finish off the most stupendous biggest WrestleMania show of all time. We'll be right back, y'all.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man. NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Bloxxx give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
All right, everybody. This is King Von Jr. King Von Jr. I'm the host of the Victorious Ones podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at 301 King Von Jr. and on Instagram at Mr. King Von Jr. I'm here to present some birthdays, wrestling related. Of course, March 28th today would have been the 64th birthday of Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, and also on April 1st will be Randy Orton's 42nd birthday. And in terms of This Week in Wrestling History, on March 28th, 1999, WrestleMania 15 took place when Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated The Rock to win back the WWF Championship in their first of three WrestleMania, of their first match of the WrestleMania trilogy. Also on March 28th, 2010, WrestleMania 26 took place, and that's when The Undertaker defeated Shawn Michaels in the career versus streak match. Also on that card, Chris Jericho defeated Edge to keep the World Heavyweight Championship, and John Cena defeated Batista to win the WWE Championship. On March 29th, 1987, WrestleMania 3 took place, where we're set, of course, the iconic Savage versus Steamboat match where Ricky Steamboat defeated Macho Man Randy Savage to win the Intercontinental Championship. And that was also the night that the HH, Hogan slammed Andre the Giant. And also on March 29th, 1998, WrestleMania 14 took place where Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated Shawn Michaels to win his first of 6 WWF championships. And also the same night, The Undertaker defeated Kane. And also on March 30th, actually another note. On March 29th was also in 2010 was the night that Shawn Michaels officially announced his retirement on Raw. On March 30th, 2003, also that's when WrestleMania 19 took place. On that card, Brock Lesnar defeated Kurt Angle to win the WWE Championship. The Rock defeated Stone Cold in the final match of the trilogy, and Shawn Michaels defeated Chris Jericho in his WrestleMania return. Also, March 31st, 1985 was when WrestleMania 1 took place, and when HH and Mr. T defeated Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff. And also March 31st, 1996, WrestleMania 12 took place, where Shawn Michaels defeated Bret Hart to win the WWF Championship. And also on April 1st, 1990 was WrestleMania 6, when Ultimate Warrior defeated HH to become a double champion, WWF champion and Intercontinental champion. On April 1st, 2001, WrestleMania 17 took place, where Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated The Rock for the WWF championship. That night was also the same night that TLC 2 took where Edge and Christian defeated the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys. And also on April 1st, 2007 was WrestleMania 23. That night, John Cena defeated Shawn Michaels to retain the WWE Championship, and Undertaker defeated Batista to win the World Heavyweight to win the World Heavyweight Championship. And also on April 1st, 2012, of course, April 1st, 2012 was also WrestleMania 28. On that night, The Rock defeated John Cena. So The Rock defeated John Cena in their once in a lifetime match, and that same night was the end of an era match where Undertaker defeated Triple H with Shawn Michaels as special guest referee in Hell in a Cell. And those are my WrestleMania this week in wrestling history. This week in wrestling history moments. Thank you very much.
That's true. Anything can happen in world wrestling entertainment. What's the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, though?
Well, the next thing that happened was Tommaso Ciampa was backstage getting ready for his tag match against the Dirty Dogs, and who we get is the return of the one and only Prince Finn Balor. And when I saw that happen, because I heard tag team, I'm like, okay, who are they going to put Ciampa in a tag team with on Raw? And when I saw Ciampa, I won't lie, I did scream and jump for joy a little bit because I am a big Finn Balor fan.
I think he's definitely transitioned to Raw. There's not much more he can do in NXT, and
there really isn't.
I don't think he really fits now. So he needs to transition to Raw. This is a good way to do it with Finn Balor, with Dolph Ziggler, who seems to be the transition monkey for people who come from NXT. So I'm here for it. I still think that Tommaso Ciampa can't really do much on the main roster, but so far,
and we are okay. Well, we look different now. Oh, we are bigger. Look at that. Pause. See, I didn't even think of that. I meant the picture, people. The picture. Damn. Looks completely different now. That's how I was trying to go, but now I know what it was. So you don't like that one? Okay, go back to where it was. Bam. All right, so moving on, guys. WrestleMania is here. The weekend is here. The matches are here. We're discussing the matches. Thank you, King Vaughn, checking in with that long this week in wrestling history. But I appreciate it nonetheless.
I just want to say, I didn't even remember that John Cena and Shawn Michaels match, and now I want to watch it. So I didn't remember that. So now I'm going to go back and watch that because I really don't remember
that one's the fill-in because that was supposed to be Cena Triple H too, but Hunter tore his quad that January. So they had Shawn Michaels doing all the duty for DX because remember that whole road he fought Edge and Randy to get the title match, and he tag team champions with Johnson. Yeah, that's another thing. Tag team champions main event at WrestleMania.
That was the second year in a row, actually, that the tag team champions wrestled each other at WrestleMania.
Yep.
God, I can't wait to have a contest between you two because God, y'all just be spitting hot fire like y'all Biggie Smalls. Yeah. Listen, next match on the agenda. Yes, I said after all these years, you stood a great rapper all the time. But here we go. We got the tag team triple match. Nobody knew they was gonna get to. They got it, and I've been saying it forever. It makes all the sense in the world for that man Randall Keith Orton to turn on RK Bro. But no, I think Matt Riddle turns on him. It just makes all the sense in the world to me. Why? Because that's how I would do it. Why would I do it that way? Because I'm smarter than the average wrestling fan. But either way, I want to see the Street Profits win this. I don't think they ever got their moments. They didn't get the times to be that big crowd. This will be that big crowd with the fans. However, I like that match. I like all three tag teams. I'm an Alpha Academy guy. Shush! I like all of that. And not to mention Randy Orton, wrestler to walk into WrestleMania as a tag team champion, WWE champion, world heavyweight champion, and Intercontinental champion, and United States champion. So Randy Orton, again, breaking records, being that breaker. I got to say it again, guys. If you have not seen the Evil series, it's actually pretty damn good. All right. Randy Orton was on there as well. And they talk about, to me, my favorite two Orton moments is the Randy Orton news. Randy Orton. I love that. And the Legend Killer, I think, is a lot of other people's as well. But this match right here, guys, I'm going to start with you, executive consultant. Who wins this match?
Street Profits. I think they're due. I think it's about time for them to take those titles again. In my opinion, they were one of the, if not the best tag team of 2020 during that Thunderdome era. And it was subsequently stopped. Now, hey, I'm a big fan of Alpha Academy. Big fan. Somebody said they thought the Street Profits turned heel. No, they didn't. They turned aggressive because they needed that change because they're going to get more eyes on them when they win the titles, and they're going to be chased, honestly, by the Alpha Academy who are going to feel like they were screwed out of getting their chance to get the titles back. Matt Riddle and Randy Orton are probably going to go ahead and split up, just like he said. Why? Because Randy Orton's throwing around the F word. Right? Yeah. It's just like the couple on a soap opera who are doing all these lovey-dovey days because one of them is about to die. It's the same thing. And it makes more sense for it to be Matt Riddle. Why? Because if you look at the WWE product over the last 2 months, everybody has a new theme song, right? Everybody has a new theme song. They're erasing all the old ones. Matt Riddle, and here's the truth. They asked him to get rid of his theme song a couple of years ago. He said no, but when he turns heel, he can't have that same theme song. Shout out to Sami Zayn. Matt Riddle turns heel. Your new champion, Street Profits.
King Coley, who you got in this match?
I got Street Profits. I'm rolling with the Street Profits. It's their time. Like you said, they had a moment in the Thunderdome, WrestleMania moment. Montez shaking the thing and he missed and hit the damn thing so hard. WrestleMania! And then hit the stage hard as hell. Like I said, it's their time to win. Like I said, I'm a big fan of all three of these tag teams. I love Alpha Academy. I love Otis until they fucked him up with that Money in the Bank stuff.
Look at his face.
I still love Otis. Body by steak, baby.
Like I said, everybody think they turn heel, they turn more aggressive. They had to be more serious, and it's their time to do that. Like I said, they're gonna have the heat on their back when they win. So we want the smoke. Let's bring the smoke. Talk to me, baby.
It looks like they're turning them heel. I do like that. It does seem the Profits are going heel in this winning. The Wizard himself. Go ahead and wizardify this thing. Who you got winning?
Shush.
You're muted.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Street Profits, and the reason why is because, like executive consultant said, and Coley was alluding to it as well. I mean, up until the pandemic, the Street Profits were like one of the hottest acts, period, on WWE. And I think, as good as they were with the Thunderdome, I think the lack of fans really kind of hurt them in the long run, because their energy requires that fan base being there. And I think now that the fans are fully rolling and back, and they've been back for a year now, they're going back to the Street Profits. And I think it's a smart move, and it will allow for, Alpha Academy to continue with the Street Profits. And as y'all said, if there's ever a time, if they're going to do it, that Randy and Riddle break up, it's now. So
that's my take. The Z is silent.
I'm going with Randy fucking Orton. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's my guy through and through. He's probably the greatest third generation superstar ever.
More than The Rock?
Yeah. I think at this point, we're talking about championship accolades.
Okay.
It's him.
I mean, no, it was
him.
a serious question. It wasn't a rhetorical.
No. I think if you want to like, there's two realms of the spectrum, and if you want to talk about entertainment factor and who put WWE over the most, it's got to be The Rock, and then probably Cena, and you could throw Hogan in there as well. That would be my top three. Stone Cold kind of pushed it, but not like these guys did, in my opinion.
Thank you, my God.
However, Stone Cold did give us the blue collar persona, as in who didn't want to fuck they boss up every day at work.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So but then that's an attitude era thing, and it didn't really last that long.
Nope.
Let's be real. So, but if we're talking about guys who push WWE further into mainstream, I don't see Orton as that guy. But if we want to talk about what WWE, as far as performing in the WWE, I think you have to give it to Orton. Yeah, he's been there through and through. He's evolved his character, he's evolved his career, and he's moving with the times. He says he doesn't want to retire until he's 50. That's 8 more years of Orton.
Mm-hmm.
8 more years of Orton that we could possibly get.
He could do it.
So, I mean, I'm going with him just on my heart, but my mind is telling me they will drop these titles. But I really don't know if it's the Street Profits time yet. Like, we really just got this new attitude from them 2 weeks ago. So and now they're going to get these belts.
Winning?
I do have them, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to put that in concrete. But I guess if you would put the gun to my head, I'm gonna stand on that hill. I'm gonna die on it. So
all right, then. All right. Executive consultant, who you got win this match?
I already said it.
Okay, I thought you did. All right, moving on. So anybody thinks that the bloodline don't win?
Win it was Oos.
Anybody else has
Oh,
Rick Boogs
Russo's absolutely winning
Okay.
that. That's not
All right.
move on.
So this
that was
moment,
Nakamura needs to be on WrestleMania.
This moment right here, I have to be honest. It's for the people in the building to just get a cheap pop in Texas. That's all it's there for. I think it'll be a good, decent segment.
I mean, it's a reward to KO.
It's a
reward to KO.
Well, I think this opens up WrestleMania.
It says no main event.
No, it's one on the back half. Yeah, it's
on the back half. Okay, wow.
Yeah, they've already got
it. Won't be the last thing. Okay,
but I get that part. You said main eventing, I mean the back half.
Yeah,
I think it's a good cool off match. If you were to have a match that's going to steal the show, and I don't remember every match that's on Saturday, but if you have a match that's going to steal the show, to have a cool off period, I would actually put this up there.
Okay, there it is. So let's move on to this. The girls get at it. Sasha
don't put
Banks.
this at the cool off
period. You got Perv Vision at its finest.
Can somebody look this up? Is that happening tonight, or is there one person from each match?
It's one person from each match.
It's going off of what they did on SmackDown.
It's just like
it's the fatal four-way, but the opposite.
It's basically giving you the reason why they should not end the brand split. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
No. According to the website, it says massive 8 tag man. The same match is happening tonight.
Oh, well, you know why? Because I've been saying this for weeks. I honestly, that's right. That's true.
What is it?
Right. It's the heels versus the faces. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
The heels versus
it's supposed to 8-1. Okay.
I still believe it's going to be a 15 man.
You did say that on Friday or somewhere. Okay. Who you got in this match? I'm going to start with you, executive consultant, real fast. Go. I like what the girls did on Friday too, though. By the way, it
was damn good.
I like how Mela is always money to me.
It's going to bother me to say this.
Mm-hmm. Come on, say it. I'm going to move on.
I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. If I were to pick it, I guess I would go with Naomi and Sasha. But realistically speaking, I have a feeling it's going to be Rhea and Liv. That's just bothering me. So I'm just going to say for the shits and giggles of Sasha and Naomi.
I'm going Banks and Naomi. As I said before, I don't think still victory wise, Sasha has had that victory at WrestleMania. I get we talked about what defines a moment. The entrance is one of my top 5 entrances of all time, which came out with Snoop last year. People to their with Bianca Belair winning says that was a moment for them because it main evented and it was in that kind of a way. But I'm speaking from a selfish athlete stance, and I got the poke high syndrome, but still, an athlete wants to be the one that wins. Okay, and she hasn't got that win at Mania, so I'm going with Team 2.0 bad. King Coley, that's your greatest.
Yeah, the greatest, my Sultan, my queen. I feel that she ain't gonna win. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be realist on this. I feel in my gut that she's not gonna win.
I feel that too, but I'm just hoping she do.
She needs this moment. She hasn't won at Mania. I'm pissed that she even in this picture. I gotta take what I can get because they have been killing it. But the fact is, I gotta agree with executive. I think Rhea and Liv gonna win this, and I'll be ecstatic if Sasha and Naomi win. I hope they win, but I just feel that Liv and Rhea.
And I feel like it's more about Liv to get her, some
over for some reason, right?
Yeah, Rhea's already over, but the only reason how come I'm not 100% sure is because Rhea just had the tag team titles with another day.
And that's why I say no.
So that's why I'm not 100% sure. But I feel like they have other things for Banks and Naomi to do, and that's why they're not going to give them the title. Whoever wins, I think is more transitional.
I'm not going to be here. So for my black girl magic in my house that loves both those two girls of being her top 1, 2, and 3 with Bianca, they have to win that match. So she can call me and say, Daddy, did you see that? Like King Coley's daughters in his house wants that Taka to win as well.
Exactly.
So I have daughters.
You know what? It might be Carmella and Zelina.
You know what? It could be anybody but Carmella.
No, I don't think. I think it can be anybody but
Naomi and Baszler.
I don't think it's them.
I don't like none of these women, and it's like Sasha shouldn't be here, Baszler shouldn't be here, and Rhea, in my opinion, shouldn't be here.
But if you just want the tag team titles just to have somebody hold the tag team titles, but don't have them in the storyline, Carmella and Queen Zelina are the perfect duo to do it.
Well, they're the perfect
hand. Part of me thinks they might. I don't know.
A little bit.
They need to turn this to women mid-card titles. That's what they need to do.
Who you got in this one, King Cole? I mean, my kicks is my fix.
So Sasha is 0-6 at WrestleMania.
Damn.
She'll be 0-7. They're not winning that.
Double damn.
Naomi and Sasha and Rhea and Liv, I don't think win it. I think they already have enough where they don't need it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all alluded to, because they aren't
doing
doing anything with the women's tag team championships necessarily. You could keep it on Carmella and Zelina.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But honestly, I'm going to pick Natalya and Shayna.
Oh, you're dead
just
wrong.
Because if they're going to have workers just do matches with those tag team championships,
that glowing
put
stuff.
it on them.
Would you stop with that, Steve?
Yeah, they're not going to take. I don't think they're going to put Sasha and Naomi on both shows. They're going to keep them on one show, especially because Naomi travels with the Usos. So I don't think they're going to win it just because of that. I could be totally wrong, but I don't see Naomi going to both shows.
Well, if you have
they haven't been going on both shows.
Championship,
yeah.
If you have Roman win the World Championship, the WWE Universal Championship. Yeah,
but they haven't been going. They haven't been going on both shows until Mania. Like Carmella. And
they were doing the one show.
Yeah, and that's weird. That's weird because I guess I'm being too logical for it in that the women's tag team champions are technically supposed to be able to go to either show.
And they haven't.
Yeah, and they haven't.
Well, they do under the SmackDown version.
I think Natalya and Shayna could get that. That's something where it just seems like off the wall. They're going to end up getting it. I don't know why, but it just feels that way. I could be totally wrong, but for the sake of the show and just, having a difference of opinion, I'm going to go with Natalya and Shayna. I don't
even think they picked a winner yet.
I would be mad at that if you're right.
They may not make that decision until 2:00.
They show up. They're like, "Hey, Vince, we're about to go out."
Right between the curtains. Oh, you got it.
Give it to them.
Yeah, give it to them.
He's going to mighty mow it.
I started off with you, right? With this match, right, Z?
No.
Okay, who got in this match?
See, it's a toss-up.
It really is.
Yeah. This is my hardest one.
I've been watching I started over watching Total Divas. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been watching this shit from the beginning. So I'm on a Naomi train right now.
Naomi, get it right.
I'm on a Naomi train right now.
Jimmy Uso might be upset.
Yeah,
all you gotta do is give him a bottle.
That's all types of fucked up. That is all types of fucked up.
Oh my God, I thought you would.
Y'all brought up what happened last night, but I can't bring that up. Come on, stop it.
Who brought up what happened last night?
Y'all both had your smack jokes.
I think that it's between Sasha and Naomi or Rhea and Liv. Honestly, it all depends on who wins this match with Becky and Bianca. Because they're going to need a strong opponent to go against the winner, and I would think that it would be Rhea. So if she loses, if she doesn't win the tag titles, she's going to go for.
And that's what I'm hoping for. She can't go back to that realm. This has been way longer than I thought.
I told you it's like 16 matches. What did you? If 5 people?
Just the segment of this, not the segment. I mean, talking about this match.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. But we have
real quick. I just want to say the current roster that has the worst WrestleMania records are Sasha Banks, Big E, Xavier Woods, MVP, R-Truth, and Asuka.
Are you saying like
Apollo
all the black
Crews.
People?
No,
and Shinsuke Nakamura. They have never
only black people and people from Japan.
That's what I heard. Black and Blackanese.
He was so excited to tell that stat too. Like, let me tell you about the racism.
He found it. He went and read it. Y'all out here spitting shit off the top.
He was like, he said, "I know we're talking about. Time constraints."
I like to double check my facts before
I know we're talking about time constraints, but let me tell you this fact because I researched. All right, I researched. Black people and Japanese people do not win a race at WrestleMania. So thank you, Kanye West.
Let's get to the gristle. Let's go. Let's get to the gristle. Two of Dice's favorite wrestlers of all time. So you thought he was talking already? He's gonna go last home. This is because he's gonna talk again. Matter of fact, let's get it out the way. Dice, who wins this match? Edge or AJ Styles?
Edge lost last year. I want to say he does it, but I also think that he has the utmost respect for AJ Styles and vice versa. But I think that he wants to put AJ over. Honestly, I am okay with either outcome because I am such a fanboy of both of these guys. They are in my top 5, top 10 of this generation from 2000 and beyond. So if I have to choose,
yes, you have to choose.
I'm going with AJ Styles.
All right, there it is. And that was really short. And listen, in my comment about Jey Uso people, listen, that's his comedy. All right, I would never do that. No, you can spit out your water all you want to. I'm from a home of alcoholism, so I wouldn't condone that. I was just saying it's how I felt. Okay,
Jesus!
There it is. Well, shit, I ain't got nothing. Wife bringing it home now. Who you got in this one, nephew Corey? You got two of the greatest, like you said, the last 20 years.
Yeah, honestly, weird as it sounds, I think you get more than one match out of this, and I think Edge wins.
You know what? I was going to mention that, like, most WrestleMania has been known to kind of end feuds.
You know we're going to get that at WrestleMania Backlash next month.
This kind of starts a feud, right? Because they haven't had a match. So good choice in that one as well. I don't think this is a one-off. King Coley, who you got in this match?
Going with the phenomenal AJ Styles with this one, baby. It's time, like I said, it's probably going to be 50-50 booking on this, of course. And like I said, go over. Like I said, I'm just hoping that AJ end up winning. Hopefully he get a title reign somewhere and escalate his game before he done and over with. But I'm going with AJ.
Executive consultant.
AJ Styles is definitely picking up this victory, and the reason how come is because Edge just wanted to put AJ Styles over. He wanted to have a match with AJ Styles. He wants to put AJ Styles over. He knew he had to turn heel in order to make this really, really work. And that's why he changed his music to get himself over as a heel. After that, it's going to be kind of like when Shawn Michaels had a temporarily turn heel against Hulk Hogan in 2005. At the end, he said, hey, I just had to know. He's going to ride off in the sunset to take a couple months off, come back probably as a face again. If not, he's going to attack AJ again, and you're going to have what you said. But AJ Styles is going to win.
Just because y'all kind of went that way, I'm going to do what Corey did earlier, and I'm going to say Edge. I like the new Edge music. I'm like the only person that does. I don't know why. It's not
bad. It's just not him.
I think Vaughn said earlier, it's like remember he was in the Ministry of Darkness. You know what I mean? Like he was, brought in as being as being one of those guys. So the purple to me fit him, and the long hair fits him. I kind of like this little thing. I like something different from anybody who I know is established and can pull it off. And these guys are going to have more leeway than what a lot of people don't have. You know what I mean? In certain matches. So, and like you said, I know you guys do your homework and know these things. This is a show for the intelligent wrestling fans. So, you see putting them over, but doesn't really matter who goes over. Like you said, 50-50 booking there, King Cole. So I'm going to say Edge, right? Just because of the transformation and it all. And then we're going to get the match. You know what? I'm not going to even do that because I'm not going to put that match before this match because it doesn't deserve to go before this match. So this match has to go before that match. And that is Once Upon a Time. When I thought this was, I still know this was what they originally planned for Ronda Rousey, and then things just happened organically, and the rest is history. This is the match they wanted. They finally got it. The issue in this entire thing, if you've been following the SmackDown review show, is I thought Ronda Rousey could have been the future of this business in a Kurt Angle kind of a way. I don't know. This is where the importance of who you have backstage with you to train you and manage you the way y'all talked about. Austin Theory going back, working Gargano. I think her not having Kurt Angle and Real Regal, who was there for her as well, has harmed her. I do not like this at all. Everything from this has been one-sided. Charlotte, to me, has carried this feud on the microphone with the brutality. And because of that, I already know the outcome. And as much as, in my opinion, Charlotte Flair, the greatest woman wrestler, in my opinion, of all time, should win this match, Ronda Rousey's going to win this match because she's still fucking Ronda fucking Rousey. I just don't feel that she deserves it as much now because I think she's taking a step back. I want to scream for this match. I want to be a mark for this match. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Hopefully they make me that way. What's this on Sunday? Hopefully I'm this way. So that's what I'm hoping for. King Coley, you shaking your head. Who you got in this match?
It's many ways I feel about this match. Well, first, I was sitting over there saying, why is this match even fucking happening? Because like I said, there's no need for them to even be doing this match. Like I said, like you both of y'all lose. Like she took your title, and then you fight the loser that you lost with instead of going against Becky that took your title. But that's WWE booking. I know it's not really her really choosing, but it's just like it didn't make any sense. Then, like I said, this feud has been one-sided. She got one upper hand on Ronda got one upper hand on Charlotte, putting her in the ankle lock. Other than that, Charlotte's been killing her on the mic, what she does with a lot of people anyway. Then she's been just beating her ass every week outside of that ankle lock thing, put her through a table. We know Ronda's probably going to win. I hope she doesn't, but it is what it is. I'm not really feeling this match right now. I'm not feeling the energy towards it. It's like it hasn't.
It could have been so good. I don't know if this is the lay off from Ronda, and Dice brings this up, so I use his words. But when someone I'm around that's intelligent says something smart, I will, like Nietzsche. I just borrow it, right? And that's the whole thing she went through before when she was doing all the memes that came out with Ronda and how she was acting when she was getting her hair done. That's the Ronda I see on TV, and that's not the Ronda that should be doing it.
It should be.
You know what I mean? And when you hear the blatant piped in noises I heard on Friday, it doesn't help it.
I hate SmackDown. I hate SmackDown because of the piped in noises. That's the main reason I hate SmackDown.
People bring it up all the time, Cole, and I swear, until this week, I didn't hear it as bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was blatantly like, she's still talking. What are you know what I'm saying? Like, and they're not known for bad production, but I thought it was bad production. My kicks is my thick nephew, Corey. Who you got in this match, man?
Ronda. There's no further discussion. Everything the way it's been going is pointing to Ronda winning this.
The Z is silent.
As disappointing as her run is, and I have to go with Ronda. Quick tidbit: they did officially announce that King Woods and Kofi are going to go to WrestleMania and face Rich Holland and Sheamus with Butch in the corner. So that is official for Mania.
Really?
Yeah, they just announced it. I just saw that.
They just announced it.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Look at Corey's face, y'all. I can't wait to go back and watch this. What minute mark are we?
Oh, man,
yo, your face was like,
I'm sorry, man. That's trash.
You can see this match coming.
You could see it coming from weeks. As soon as he came back,
it was supposed to be Big E. Xavier
right.
Woods, but now they have to have Pete Dunne.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, man. Can I please put this little snippet in there? I feel this is trash that the U.S. champion or the Intercontinental.
That's what I was about to say.
I was about to say they put this bullshit match.
No, they're there. Just not wrestling for their titles. They're in the
Finn is in the Battle Royal, but they said that
Friday.
there could be a possibility that the U.S. title is still on the card.
False.
No, it's on Friday.
It's on Friday. He ain't going to be on no card. He ain't going to show.
No. I'm saying the title match would be on the card.
Why?
I'll be a pre-show, but it still might be on the card.
They put the two people that were supposed to fight for the U.S. title on WrestleMania's Friday
on SmackDown.
The Andre the Giant battle. That means you're not. That means, hey, I'm sorry, we don't have time to put you on the card.
And then
the same thing. You're in the Continental Championship. Ricochet is defending against Los Lethal Lavarios. Where the hell they're
I love what they're doing with that too. I love what they're doing.
I love those guys.
It's terrible. They got the IC title has not been defended on a pay-per-view since WrestleMania of last year. This shit is terrible. It's trash. They need to make these mid-card titles great again. I've been adamant about it on my show. I'm animated about it on my story.
You hear the passion. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to the passion of how he's saying this.
Like, it's terrible. I hate it with the passion.
Oh, my brother!
It seems like they put the belt on Finn just to shut us up.
That's exactly what they did.
It should have been the fucking Damien versus the Demon. And that could have been one hell of a match, but they fucked it all up. It could have been
Damien versus the Demon. Absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you why.
I thought that was going to happen too. By the way,
I'm going to tell you why it won't be in a second. But we really, who was on Charlotte and Ronda? Oh, it was me.
Yeah,
Ronda winning. Why? Because next year is going to be her versus Becky, title versus title. That's it. Let's go.
Yeah. A whole year later for that. Wow.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Smart intelligent
wrestling. That's why they didn't have Ronda and Becky this year.
Now,
I was upset.
Yeah,
because it should be Bianca and Charlotte and Ronda and Becky. That's your match. That was money.
That is fatal four-way. Fatal four-way all day.
No, two separate matches.
Charlotte and Bianca would have tore the house down. It'd been great.
Charlotte and Bianca,
Ronda and Becky, storyline wise, made the most sense.
Yeah. Okay, I misunderstood. Absolutely. But speaking of that said match, y'all say that opens up WrestleMania. There it is. Yeah. Bianca Belair versus big time Bex. I was a fan of wasn't a fan of Miz. I mean, not the Miz, shoot. Wasn't a fan of the man, Becky Lynch, but I was a fan of Becky Lynch. Now I'm back on the big time Bex bandwagon. Didn't like the man moniker. We all know how I feel about that. But I also feel that Bianca Belair got her win last year. So she doesn't get it now, I want to say. But at the same time, people were pissed. And I can't tell people, they're not mad that Bianca lost. They're mad how Bianca lost. If Becky would have came back and had some kind of a decent match or anything relevant in the match, it'd have been what it was, I think. I think how it went made people mad. So I do think Bianca gets her comeuppance and beats big time Bex for this match. Executive consultant.
This is my second toughest match, right? Because I just told you what I think. I think it's going to be Becky versus Ronda Rousey next year. Mm-hmm. So I think if Bianca does win, she's going to lose it back to Becky Lynch eventually, or somehow Becky's going to get her title back. It makes more sense. Though. I'm sorry?
But we're talking about Mania. Who wins at Mania?
I'm about to explain it.
He knows that.
Yeah, thank you. Damn. Z, you see your boy over here? Golly. All right, so anyway, right. SummerSlam 2021, Becky Lynch came out in the. Can you fucking let me explain why I'm about to
I didn't say nothing. I'm looking at the comment.
All right, fine. Becky Lynch beats Bianca Belair. They went to a whole program, and then Becky Lynch still won, right? Bianca, it will hurt Bianca so much to have her come back and then lose again. So I'm going with Bianca for a short title reign because it just makes the most sense. But would not be surprised if Becky Lynch comes out with that WWE.
Z is silent.
I think Bianca goes over. Lightning will strike twice. You'll have another WrestleMania moment. I don't think that you screw her over at SummerSlam just to have her lose all over again. Of course, Becky's been ducking her like a headshot. So I think that Bianca goes ahead and gets it again. I'm not a fan of Lightning striking twice. I think that I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm still going to go with my heart, and my heart says Bianca. So therefore, I'm going to go with the cute little Mighty Mouse with the big ass.
Okay. My kicks is my fix. Wrestling Marks Excellence, Nephew Corey.
You'll never say my kicks are my fix, ever.
I never do. Have you not noticed that? I thought I always read it right, to be honest with you. My kicks are my fix. Damn, I've been saying it wrong all this time.
Yep.
It's not a surprise there.
That's embarrassing.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well.
Says it right there at the bottom, too.
Right there in front of me. My kicks are my fix. I need a little bouncing ball sometimes. I'm okay with that. Okay?
All right. No,
I'm not as bad as Floyd Mayweather, so it's okay.
If it wasn't for the 26 seconds, honestly, the way this was going, I would think Becky would win. The only reason why I'm saying Bianca is winning is because of what happened at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
The way they've booked Becky to look in this, Becky looks just as strong as Bianca going into this. And Bianca's going to win, but don't be surprised if in Vegas, Becky wins Money in the Bank and cashes in on Bianca to get the belt back.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
Who you got in this one, King Coley?
I sit here and said it, and I'm telling people they ain't not getting enough credit for this, for storytelling with this, particularly storytelling going out from SummerSlam into now. They had their match, and then, like I said, with the Doudrop situation, and she screwed Bianca from then having Doudrop win to go to the match at Rumble and this, that, and third. But the fact is, I'm going with Bianca with this, and I like what Corey just said. Money in the Bank, have Becky win. Even though I want Sasha to win the Money in the Bank, but I wouldn't mind Becky winning because it'll be good either way with both of them too.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, end up getting it somehow, some way with that again, get her revenge.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. Winner takes all. Now I think this is the hardest one.
Who did you pick?
Huh? I picked Bianca. I started off. I said Bianca.
I don't remember you saying that, but okay.
Yeah, I said Bianca because of the same thing. You know, the 60 whatever sections it was.
26.
Oh God! Dice, get ready. Okay. Who takes all? King Coley.
It looked like King Coley was ready for this.
Yeah.
Like he said, I waited 15 matches in 15 years. Okay.
Man, with this one, this match right here, I'm super torn in right here because I've been sitting over here weighing my options. Only thing I'm really hoping for is they have a new title sitting on the side, the Undisputed Universal Championship belt, because I'm going to buy it. And Corey probably can get it first because he's going to be at Mania. They probably going to so he's going to get first dibs on it if they do end up showcasing the new title. But I'm going to roll with the Tribal Chief, man. I just feel it's going to be better for him. There's no need for Brock to go carry it over this, then the third. Keep pushing Roman to the moon because he's been doing good carrying this company. So let it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all, fuck you for that belt looking so beautiful. I don't, man. Listen, I was mad. I caught a good deal for my Title Tuesday belt for tomorrow.
I saw you.
Okay, which by the way, you saw. You kind of. I didn't even think about. I didn't even know I was getting that belt at the time. It was weird how I posted my picture last week, and he was like, "Oh, he's eyeing a new belt," and I did get one. So I will debut that tomorrow on Title Tuesday.
Yeah, it
ain't that pretty something, bitch, right there. I tell you that right there. My kicks are my fix. My kicks are my fix. My kicks are my fix. Nephew Cole, I know your real name.
He had to make sure he could do it.
Say that three times fast. Who you got in this match?
Before I give my prediction, I just want to say I really enjoyed being on here with all of y'all. This is a treat because I do have to jump off right after this. But I will give my prediction first. There's absolutely no reason that Brock Lesnar wins this. It's Roman Reigns, and I just think the way they built this, if you're gonna keep Roman the way it's been going, Roman should have lost by now if you were gonna ever have him lose. At this point, just give him both titles.
And my kicks are my fix. Where can they find you? Besides, my kicks are my fix.
There, because you said it right. My kicks are my fix. Same name,
so
all platforms.
All these shows we do together at Belt Kings, I still always said it wrong.
Yeah.
That's
and I've
bullshit.
said you said it wrong.
That's
it's
bullshit.
Okay.
I just can't believe that.
I can.
Shut up. No one's talking to you.
It's okay. I love you all the same.
We like.
I know it's cool. It's cool. I think what it is just I just say it so calmingly. You're probably just like, oh, whatever.
No, but I can read, but I don't try to sometimes. It's right there.
I agree with that.
Man. All right. Yeah. On that note, y'all have a good night.
There you are. I see you in Dallas, buddy. See you in Dallas. Zia Silent. Who you got winner taking all?
First of all, I just want to say I hate the internet. Already, I am watching a streamer who has a Oscars WWE ring, and he has match going on.
I've already seen it.
Versus Chris Rock versus Will Smith. I hate the internet with a passion.
I got to bring it up because you know how I am. You pull me in. I gotta not talk about that. I'm gonna get emotional.
I didn't want to talk about it. I'm just telling you, I hate the internet because of it. But I'm going with the bloodline. Come on now, we the ones. Oos.
Now, for weeks and weeks, this man, which by the way, you need to get out of here, get over there, okay? That guy down there had me thinking Brock's gonna win this thing. Brock's gonna win this thing. And then I know how booking goes and how they set things up. The chicken shit hill that got my man Roman playing last Friday was amazing. To me, he's talking shit in the ring and then runs in the back. All that stuff that Roman was talking. I loved it. I think the Tribal Chief wins as well. I think you can't. This is to me the hardest. I'm not gonna lie. I want Roman to win. I'm just gonna say that. I need Roman to win. I've been to too many WrestleManias where this man was booed, and I want him to be cheered for the first time. So all you fake ass motherfucking fans out there that did not like this man at the WrestleManias I went to and wanted to fight me because I was cheering for Roman Reigns. Now y'all all throwing up ones. You should have been throwing them shits the fuck up. But then if you did, we might not have got this moment. So thank you for blowing them in the first place. So I'm going for Roman in this match over Brock Lesnar because if like anybody else who can take a loss and still be stronger than anybody ever is in professional wrestling history, it's Brock Lesnar. He's Brock Lesnar. So the win nor the loss hurts Brock. That's why I'm going with. I'm going to Tribal Chief, Executive Consultant. I'm going to end it with you.
I'm going to have my fingers up in the air the entire time, all the way up until Brock Lesnar defeats Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and walks out with both championships because, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going to happen at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar is winning that championship. Why? Because Brock Lesnar does not need to be on both shows every single week. Where Roman won, people will expect him on Raw and SmackDown every single week, and he does not want to do that. Since this brand split has happened, since he's been back, he's been on two Raws, 1 month ago and one tonight because we're in WrestleMania season. He's already said he misses the Thunderdome because he did not have to travel that much. He does not want to be on Monday and then Friday. He does not want to. He's not going to. Roman has had a powerful run. In my opinion, the biggest world championship reign of all time. What I mean by that is the most entertaining. Right? The most entertaining from beginning to end. It's so entertaining. It's been almost 600 days, and these three still want to continue. Actually, I shouldn't say these three. I should say these four, because if he wins, I'll be happy. That's how good. But I can't tell you another world title reign since I've been watching wrestling where they lasted this long, and I wasn't a little tired of the damn world title reign. Roman's had a very good one, but he does not need to hold that title to run SmackDown.
I agree with you 100%. And then the tidbits of you being intelligent. See, sometimes when it comes to booking, I don't want to book smartly, meaning not intelligent wrestling fans smart, but what I know from what you said about Roman. That takes the fun out of it for me. Fuck that. All right. And in a no contest, that's what I'm looking for. Okay.
But they're not going to end 2 nights of WrestleMania in a no contest.
Well, what you mean?
I'm with you. You know how I feel about the brand split.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to go. I don't want that to end. And hopefully, even with one more time.
I don't think Vince. Sometimes I just don't think everything Pete said in the Pat McAfee interview was bullshit. He don't give a fuck about you.
He don't. That's why I'm hoping it doesn't.
Because you're still gonna buy
I don't think they're going to end WrestleMania in no contest. I'll be disappointed, but let's say at least a brand split. Because like I said, I don't need to see the same matches on Raw and then SmackDown then Raw again. I hate it. I can't stand it. And give me a break. I love Roman. I just said it. Hold ones up. I don't need to see him Raw on Monday and Friday. I think he becomes stale because now you're oversaturated.
There it is. Well,
so do not end the brand split. Please don't do it. So I would love to end it.
With that being said, King Coley, where can he find you at, my guy?
Title Tuesday. You know, you can find me anywhere, man. King Coley, no underscore. Talk to me, baby. Title Tuesday tomorrow.
There it is.
Titles tomorrow, baby.
And again, I'm the motherfucking OG of this shit. This the motherfucking things I get. Motherfuckers out here shining, becoming emperors and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna be belt kings. They say, oh, that motherfucking black dude is fire. I'm gonna go out there and one up them.
Well, you behind because these motherfuckers are becoming belt sorcerers.
Well, emperors, sorcerers, sultan.
Hey, I'm something. I don't know what the fuck I am.
It's a sultan, a swatting, a belt.
Sultan.
I'm the fucking sultan of this motherfucking now. And I'm killing this motherfucking shit.
I still think Corey got you beat and maybe Mo.
I don't know. I only got 46 belts now.
Okay, so I know I know Mo got 50 plus.
Yeah, I only got 46.
And I think Corey's in the 70 range.
Yeah, I don't know.
I stopped at. I just got a new one.
Yeah.
Only got 21. Okay, and I've had my belts for like 15 fucking years. Those ain't trash looking. But we're gonna get the fuck up out of here, y'all.
I'm the one in 21-1.
Thank you for listening all this time. Do me a favor.
Sure.
He's gonna do it.
Wow. Avoid the crap, Jimmy Dugan. Wow.
That's good advice.
Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. Listen, do not wake up tomorrow and say to yourself, I love me some me and don't love God. That's crazy. We are out of here, y'all. Fingers.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's gonna pay. But the $1 million man always gets his way. $1 million man.
Yeah. It's like the illest posse cut right here, man. Sean Watts on the track. Zeus, Don One, Rude Boy, Quill, The Gift, and yours truly, Fred Nuts. I'm 1 in a million with $1 million